Hey my friends, welcome back to the channel. Let's head back to the 80s and play a little bit of Bobble. Another one of those arcade games that actually I spent a lot of change on. A lot of my parents' change when I went to the shops. Me and my wife recently did a collab where we played this together. I will be editing that video pretty soon. This was just one run that I did last night just to get back into the feel of the thing. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this little Let's Play video, so let's get into it. Of course, we have to add some credits. I'll just use 5. I think what I wanted to do is to see if I can maybe break 1,000,000 points or maybe 500,000 before a specific round. I did speed up the video a little bit. Very basic arcade game. Shoot the enemies with your bubbles and trap them and burst the bubbles. That's it. This is much more fun when you play it with somebody else. Like I said, I played this with my wife this past week. We were actually having a little bit of time off and just enjoying old arcade games and stuff. This thing takes me back so far because I used to play this quite a lot. Don't be fooled. You can get killed very quickly if you're reckless and stuff. I think the main thing is to see how far you can get in your solo play, but it's going to get difficult at one point because there's you need to have co-op to help you, shoot some bubbles to reach certain areas. A lot of power-ups, simple little power-ups that you can use, to make your dragon shoot a little bit faster or further, all that stuff. Those water things that you can actually use to get rid of the enemies as well. I don't know how much money I spent on arcade games when I was a kid, but it was a good time. I've said this so many times. If you don't know where gaming came from, you're actually missing out. I do find it funny that as a fellow gamer, I'm pretty sure most of us are waiting for GTA 6 to come out, yet I still find a lot of pleasure in playing games like these. Those little candy bars with the yellow wrappers, they actually make that your character shoots faster. I think the purple ones extend the distance and the blue ones even further. If you see little golden teapots, those actually extend everything in a way. I mean, yes, it looks extra fast now that I've sped up the video a little bit, but those blue ones, they actually increase the distance as well. Remember, your enemies don't stay trapped the whole time. Once they get out of the bubbles, they get all pissed and then they're going to start. This wasn't really a bad one. I was looking at that high score of mine that I got somewhere last year in a solo play that I did. And I was wondering if I could ever beat that high score of mine, because it's quite a... what is it? It's 24 million. No? Oh, it's 2.4 million. That's one hell of a score, man. I was proud of that one. Yeah, the thing is, as soon as you start killing too many of the enemies, the other ones get kind of pissed off and they start, misbehaving. I can put it that way. On this round, safest bet is go sit in the middle and just get rid of those little whales first. It's like all games, just move around a lot and you'll be fine. Sometimes the simplest mistake can cause you to die. I've said this before on the other Let's Play arcade games. Don't take these games too lightly. I swear gaming in a way was a little bit harder with some of these games when we were growing up than most modern games. I'm not saying that modern games aren't difficult enough, but don't throw away these little arcade games that we grew up with. You see, like there, I mean, it's a one-touch death. It does look... I wonder if you can actually play the game this fast, There's a couple more of these arcade games that I really want to. A couple of ones that I can't find to make videos of. I found some games online that you can play through your web browser and all that stuff, and some of them you can play on your mobile phone, your smartphone. The controls is just a little bit whack on the smartphones. I'm still looking to find quite a good emulator for some of these arcade games, because I think it's important to preserve your heritage, if I can put it that way. From all the arcade games. If you're wondering what those letters are that I'm gathering there on the left side, once you complete that sentence or that word that says extend, it just moves you along a couple of stages, maybe one or two. If you see umbrellas that appear, they move you along some hard stages. Sometimes it works very nicely, sometimes it shoots you in the foot. You see like that little umbrella there. I don't think I reached this one because I was too far away from the little monsters, but you see I have to shoot the bubble there to get up on top there. Or I can drop down below and just fall down the floor and hope he doesn't get me. Okay, cool. Very simple little game. It's so effective. I mean, that stage kind of looks like a guy that's angry, with his eyebrows raised. Got some yellow candy there, so it's gonna speed up the thing. These whales they're tough. Later on, I can't remember what stage I got to before I died. I mean, I did only one play. I didn't want to continue the whole thing, play the whole game. I'm going to try and do that with the video I shot with my wife. We're already on round 17. There's 100 of them. The enemies get more intense. You get there's some other alien type things that shoot these lasers at you. They're so irritating, because they can actually, shoot you through the walls and all that stuff. So it's kind of unfair. Not doing too badly, I think, for a solo play. It's like I say, those bubbles with the lightning bolts in them, of course, if you see what just happened there, if you burst them, then they kind of kill the enemies through the walls as well. Don't like this stage just because everything is so close to each other, so you have to be very fast and very sure about where you're standing when you start, going for these enemies, because they move fast and it's so clunky. Of course, those little spheres with the water in, they flow down like they do there. Got a big orange there for whatever I did. This is another one of those stages you can actually jump up on the sides and get rid of the enemies like that, or you can just wait at a certain point and just kill them as they approach you. If you fall into that middle chasm, you can still get out by jumping on your bubbles, but if you fall into the more slimmer ones, that's going to be a problem. I don't think you can get out of that. Now the other thing is, you saw that prompt that just came up where it says hurry up. If you take your time, that white whale thing appears and you can't kill it. You can't get rid of that thing. So unless you're very fast, you're going to die. It's like I said earlier on, they don't throw away the difficulty level of arcade games when we were growing up. They were hard. Especially because they cost money, when you played them in the arcades. If you only had so much money with you and you wanted to continue playing, well, you couldn't, and you just had to go home, maybe go ask mom and dad for more change, but that really happened. My dad used to have this, in his cars, where the ashtrays were, there would always be change in there, so that's mostly what I got my change from. My mom would send me to the store to go and buy some bread and milk. You would take a couple of 20 cents from there and pop them in and play some of these games. Plus, you must remember, only different stores had different arcade games. We had some arcades that came in later that had about 30 or 40 machines and pinball machines and all that stuff. But only certain corner shops had certain games. So you would go to this one store and they maybe had Spartan X, Double Dragon and this, and then you would go down the street and then you would find Contra, Island Style, Super Mario Brothers or whatever. So you, you always had to move around whatever you felt like to go and play. I do remember times, when you were supposed to be home at a certain time of day and then you didn't show up for dinner and then your dad would be standing behind you. What are you doing? Busy playing some games, Dad, sorry, and you would be in a world of trouble. Got hold of a little flask there with some green stuff, so I just need to, well, I guess we can call these clovers. They kind of look like clovers. 4-leaf clovers. Again, this game is much more fun if you play it with somebody because it's double the damage that you can do. These little floaty things. Yeah, there's a piece of chicken there. All of a sudden I have one hell of a fast spit on me. Man, now that one's pissed. Yeah, the bad thing is, of course, this game on the PlayStation Network doesn't have a platinum, but I did complete it 100%, so yeah. We've become so greedy when it comes to platinum trophies and, wanting to earn a trophy for everything we do. Back in the day, we just played games for the fun of it. There's a pink sweetie, so that's even more distance. Yeah, it's like it's more than half the screen. Apologies for the dog barking in the background. I hope it doesn't happen too much. There's another yellow sweetie there, so I'm probably going to shoot more. Some killer distance on this Bobble. I guess you can only design these levels. This is where the speed of the bubbles really help. I mean, you can get all those witches in a couple of seconds. There's some of these stages where some of the enemies are hidden in little blocks. Maar, praat net met Belly asseblief. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, apologies for the dogs. I can't start this over again. I'm already, like, 13 minutes into this thing. Of course, as a gamer, you need to stay hydrated, so I'm on the coffee today. I do want to thank all of you that always tune into my channel and, that supports me, watches the videos. I know, oh yeah, there I got the extra letter to move on to the next area. Or the next stage. Now, what I was saying is, thank you so much for, I know most of my content revolves around Bloodborne and, those RPG type games and stuff, but I do thank you for supporting my channel, watching the ads and, basically getting me paid. I do, okay, Ma, I do appreciate that very much. Yeah, there's probably a dog in the road now. I'm sorry about that, guys. You see, like there, where the enemies get stuck in those little blocks, you're forced to go down and try and shoot them through the walls or get very close to them. Those little bowls with the fire in them, they, if it's an open area, then you can, oh, here's Mr. Whale. Oh shit, I forgot about it. I know I did die once when, I think it was here. I think the whale got me. He moved the same place I did, yeah. So I'm just looking past my camera there. Once you die, then he disappears, then everything is basically reset back to normal. I can't remember what round I got to before I died. Finally, I was trying to go for maybe 1 million. Oh, there's another one of those orange flasks. So now we have some kind of look like orange slices or some donuts. I don't know. Plus, I mean, this can help your score immensely as well. You do get these secret little chests that take you to a little secret area. I'm not sure what prompts those. There is a video actually on the channel where I found those chests, and it's just very nice to get them for, you know, score-wise. If you're like me when you play this thing, I mean, this is what these games were about. You know, what was your high score? How can you get your score on these games? This is probably where I died, because this is one of those rounds where you need your partner's help to shoot bubbles. You can do it on your own, but it's easier when somebody helps you out. Like I said, I'm going to do a full-length video of the playthrough that me and my wife did pretty soon. But yeah, so not too bad, I think. I mean, yeah, the AOG scores. I'll see you in the next one, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. And just thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Cheers.